Recording birth data on the American Gelbvieh Association Registry Service is easy with just a few simple steps. If you are wishing to record ET calves, please watch the How to Record ET Calves tutorial. To access the member login on the registry service, click the AGA Registry Service Login button located at www.gelbvieh.org. Do not click the login and register links on the homepage. Those links are for the exchange listings. To access the AGA Registry Service member login, you must click the AGA Registry member login. You are now on the American Gelbvieh Association Registry Service. Enter your username and password in the member login located in the upper left-hand side of the registry service screen. If you have forgotten this information, please call the AGA office at 303-465-2333 or email registration@gelbvieh.org. The first step to making recording birth data easy is to set up your quick sire list. This can be found on the General Profile Information screen by clicking on the Herd tab and is on the left side of the boxes that run across the middle of the screen. Unfortunately, the quick sire list from the old registry system was not able to be converted to the new registry service, so you will need to add the sires you have used into the quick sire list. To do this, enter the registration number of the sire in the box that says New Quick Sire. If you are entering an AMGV animal, you can just enter the registration number. For non-AMGV animals, you will need to enter the 4-letter breed code in front of the registration number. An Angus animal would need AMAN before the registration number. Red Angus is AMAR, and Simmental is AMSM. Once you have entered the registration number, click Add, and the sire will be added to the list. If a box pops up that says, "Could not find the registration number in the herd book," please call or email the AGA office with the animal's registration number to have it added to the database. Sires on this list can be viewed as well as removed from this list on the Quick Sire List screen. If you do not get all of your sires entered into this list, you still can enter a registration number in the sire field on the calf's record. To start entering calf data, first select Herd Management under My Account on the menu. Once more options appear, click Inventory. This inventory screen has multiple tabs that run across the top of the screen. The first 2 tabs on the left side are the current year and prior year assessments. Today, these show Assess 2014 and Assess 2013. Let's say we are going to enter our 2014 calves. Click on the Assess 2014 tab. You can sort this list of animals by clicking on any of the red headers at the top of the screen. This list can be sorted by prefix, or tattoo, registration number, name, and date of birth. On the right side of the list, there is a trash can icon. If you click this icon, it will pull up a drop-down menu where you may enter a disposal code for the female. There is also a paper scroll icon that can be used to enter a reproductive status code via a drop-down menu once the icon is clicked. To record a calf, click the red Record Calf on the far right, and this will put the animal in the birth recording work queue. Click Record Calf for all females you wish to enter birthing data for. They will go into the work queue in the same order you clicked Record Calf. Once you have selected all desired females, click the Work Queue button and then Birth Recording. The birth queue shows the work waiting to be processed. In the row, you see the member ID, member name, total number of animals in the work queue, the work order number, and the date. Click on the row to open that work order. This brings up a screen with all animals in the birth queue. Across the top of the data entry screen is all the categories of data that can be entered. If you click any of the data categories, a dialog box will pop up with a description of the category. First, there is a dam section, where information on the dam, such as dam's temperament score taken at the calf's birth, udder suspension score, and teat score, can be entered. For more information on collecting udder scores, visit the library under the Education Center tab at gilvey.org and click on Data Collection and Trait Information. Then scroll down to Additional Traits. To enter the calf's birthday, you can click on the icon next to the field to pull up a calendar to select a date. Or you can enter it in manually. Next is service type with a pull-down menu where natural service, artificial insemination, or embryo transfer may be selected. The next section is sire information. If you click the green icon next to the registration number, a screen will pop up with a quick sire list where a sire can be easily chosen by clicking on the box next to the correct sire. This list can be easily sorted by prefix if you have multiple members under your account. A registration number of the sire may also be manually put in. The sire's tattoo and Gelbvieh percent will fill in automatically. The next column is the calf's Gelbvieh percentage, which also fills in automatically. In the herd prefix column, the prefix will then default to either the master herd or the member entering the data. If you have associated herds, use the pull-down menu to select the correct prefix for the calf. Enter the tattoo with the year letter code, and a tag number if you use one. International letter codes can be found on the left side of the screen under the work menu. You must enter the appropriate international letter code with the tattoo number. Sex of the calf can be selected by a drop-down menu. Select B for bull or C for cow if the calf is a heifer. Animals can be changed to steers in the weaning data entry screen. Continue moving through the screen to enter horned, pulled, or scurred status, color, weight, calving ease, and twin code. For management code, unless you have managed the dam differently, you should let the system enter a default management code. In the name field, if you do not enter a name, the system will use the tattoo. Note, your herd prefix is automatically part of the animal's name, so you do not need to enter it here. ET calves must have ET at the end of their name. You can enter a disposal code if the calf died at birth or prior to weaning. This system will put the animal in a season based on a 90-day contemporary group interval. If you have AI or pasture exposure dates, you can enter that under the breeding field sections as well as embryo transfer information when applicable. Members are strongly encouraged to enter AI or pasture exposure dates. This data is used to generate the AGA's maternal EPDs, including the dollar cow index. If you wish to delete an animal from the work queue, simply click on the red X on the far right of the animal's row, and data can be entered at a later time. Once you have completed the first animal, continue to enter information of the calf for each dam listed in the queue. After you have entered data on all calves, click the Validate button. This will check the information for any errors. If you leave the screen before clicking Validate, all information you have entered will be lost. If there is an error in the information you have entered, an error message will appear below the animal describing the error. Common birth data error messages include: the tattoo is required, the dam is under 16 months at calving, sire information insufficient, please use the search tools to select the correct registration number, dam does not belong to breeder, the dam does not have an available HAS credit, or birth data is missing. Once you have corrected any errors, click Revalidate. Next, click Commit to Registry. This will then assign all animals a registration number. Any animals that still have an error are not assigned a registration number and are put in the kickout queue, which can be found under the Kickouts tab on the General Profile Information screen. Call the AGA office for assistance resolving any remaining errors. The animals will remain in this queue and not be recorded or registered until the errors are resolved. After the animals are recorded, a birth summary screen is displayed. Here, you are also given the option to add these animals to a weaning queue if the animal is of weaning age. If the animal is not of weaning age, weaning data can be entered at a later time. Once all animals from the calving group are entered, you can print a complete summary of the data by going to Reports, under My Account, on the left menu, and then clicking Birth Summary in the middle of the screen. This will pull up a printable version of the birth data entered on each calf, sorted by contemporary group. Thank you for watching this AGA Registry Service tutorial on recording birth data. For more tutorials, visit the Registry Service Tutorials page under the Education Center tab at galvey.org.